Let's get this ready. Let's get this crap ready. Might come into frame. Can you read that? Can you read that over there? It's you have to zoom in very closely, but that is my name with the title of this show. Welcome, internet viewers, to the Tom Stanson's Open Radio. And you can participate in a viewer's point of view. And when I came here to this platform, I wanted to share and express my ideas about pretty much anything that interests me. Like, the first thing I want to talk about is Vaporwave. Vaporwave is just an amazing genre, if you think about it. It's just something that really, really captivates me, and I feel like the songs that those artists do, and Vaporwave itself, is very, very interesting. And the one album I want to talk about is Late Night Delight by Saint Pepsi and Luxury Elite. Now, who better to review it with my pet Saya? I don't want to introduce her too much into this series. She doesn't really say too much. I understand her, but no one of you will ever understand her because she just makes sounds and noises and no one knows what she's saying. But I know what she's saying because obviously I've been her owner for over almost 20 years. Oh, see, there she is. Hey, hello here, Saya. Oh, you little cute foxy. Now, besides her and her magical entrance, here it is. Late Night Delight. Now, the reason why I'm starting off with this album is probably because it's the first ones that I ever got. Now, I know this album is a re-release from the 2013 version, but hey, you know, a remastered one can also be added to your collection. Any thoughts on that, Saya? Oh yeah, what Saya was reminding me about is that Late Night Delight is not the only one I have in my collection. In fact, I have a bunch of them, just at least a handful of them, as much as I can snag, because they're mostly expensive, or it's just because they were so limited in release that they go increasingly in high prices on eBay. Every time when I see that, I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? How is it that they're so expensive? It drives me nuts to the point that it drives me insane, and I want to leave this genre as far as I can. Actually, what just happened back there? Saya usually wakes me up when something like that happens. Ugh. You're not ready for that, y'all. Alright, with enough of me rambling, let's get to the review of this thing with a little invisible cart mode. Alright, there we go. Now, we move on to playing this thing. Alright, so it's either gonna be on my Sony Walkman or it's gonna be on my Caliphone recorder. What do you choose? Don't worry, Saya, I'll be the one to choose, because apparently you can't decide. We're gonna listen to the album on my Caliphone recorder. One last thing before I play it, I just like the way they designed the whole kind of look of the tape itself. It's all this kind of brownish chrome thing with the words Luxury Elite, Saint Pepsi, and Late Night Delight. Side A, same goes with side B. But you know, since we're gonna listen to the album, it's gonna be in side A. So pretty much the first thing in the album is called All Night, obviously complimenting the whole soothing night of the night sky. And it's pretty much like a slowed down tempo of the Michael Jackson's album The Wall. It pretty much sets the mood for anything at night. You know, it's clearly daytime, I should have done this at night! Now, the second song in the album, which pretty much cuts off the first song, is called Moiled 7. It kind of reminds me of how in the front cover you can see the Moon Man going through this cloud, cruising through the night sky. The first song actually contrasts through the whole album itself. It very much explains what you're gonna hear in the whole experience. And then another thought just occurred to me. When I listen to some of the songs that Luxury Elite kind of produces, the artist kind of wants me to think that though I'm in an elevator, I almost see myself kind of like driving through Los Angeles and just seeing how the cities just turn dark at night, and just gives us that beautiful look of the of the City Lights. Now we move on to side B with St. Pepsi side. For some reason this album makes me shake my head with this. But sticking to the review, this side opens up with the song called Mac Tonight, The Man in the Damn Cover. Anyway, when I hear this side of the album, it kind of reminds me of St. Pepsi's other album, Hit Vibes, which is actually one of my favorite albums of all time. Damn, I wish I could know this. I can pretty much put that on my Sony Walkman and listen to it all the way. The next song in this album is called Can't Afford. Can't Afford. Yeah, the reason why I did that back there is because I can relate to the title of the song. I can't afford anything. Where did that come from? If you already noticed by now that I've only reviewed 2 songs from each side of the album, that's probably because I could review the whole thing, but it'll probably make the whole video an extra long. A bit of less things to say about this album is that, besides the cassette release itself, it actually had a vinyl release, which goes over $200 on eBay. Here's an image somewhere that we could see what I'm talking about. And another thing to point out is that it also had a single release, which I think it was just about 2 sides and it had a couple of songs, but that album was just, hearing from like other reviews as well, they say it's not that good. The cassette release itself is something that I prefer to get because it feels much special that way. And it almost seems like Vaporwave can easily be put on cassette itself and it'll be very, very unique. As far as the collaboration between Luxury Elite and St. Pepsi, if I were to put them in a contest trying to compete in who's better on this album, I'm gonna go on a limb and say Luxury Elite. Now the reason why I say that is because Luxury Elite's music on this album, to me it fits more better, if you think about it. I mean, sure, we opened up with All Night with Michael Jackson, but along with that, it actually feels more a part of what the album is all about and how it's themed. And when St. Pepsi comes in, it's kind of like, oh look, I'm setting up a party. You want to come? Come on, everyone, come on. I want to set a party, and everyone gets to have a good time with the Moon Man. What? What do you mean St. Pepsi wins? Ha! You're just saying that because you like his music. Oh, well, you're right, Saya. What she said back there is that it doesn't really matter which artists you hate or like, you just have to enjoy them. Whatever they present on the table, you just listen to it. And, you know, this is why I kind of brought this album to the spotlight, because I wanted to say that this album is really, really amazing, and it's really, really cool, and it's pretty much somewhat changed my life. I say somewhat because my life has been pretty much terrible, apart from this album itself. And just like the ending to this album, we should all enjoy ourselves. And make sure to hit that subscribe button to catch up with my newest videos coming in the future. But anyways, for now, I have to say goodbye to you all. And I hope that you enjoyed Tom Sanson's Open Radio. Goodbye.